Tasha started her emergency fund 4 years ago. She still doesn't have one. Not because she's bad with money. She's put money into it more months than not. She just never had a number. No target, no deadline, just save. Whatever's left. And 4 years later, whatever's left has added up to $1,400. Here's the thing you need to hear. An emergency fund isn't supposed to be a vague, ongoing background task that takes half a decade. It's supposed to be a project with a start date and an end date. And by the end of this video, you're going to see exactly why a real one, done right, takes about 12 months, even on a modest income. Not 4 years, not eventually, 12 months with a real number attached to every single one of them. My name is Weston, and I spend way too much time thinking about why emergency funds take people so much longer than they should. If you've been working on your emergency fund for longer than you'd like to admit, hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Here's what you've probably been told. Save whatever you can, whenever you can, and eventually you'll have enough. That advice sounds responsible. It's also the exact reason emergency funds stall out for years. According to Empower's 2025 Safety Net Survey, 41% of Americans building emergency savings have no specific target at all. No number, no deadline, just saving as they go. And that same survey found that 52% of Americans regret not starting sooner. When's the last time you actually sat down and picked a real number for yours? For most people, the honest answer is never. And that's not a discipline problem. It's a structure problem. Let's actually build the 12-month version, because vague advice is exactly what got Tasha stuck for 4 years. Say your income is $48,000 a year. Take-home pay after taxes lands around $3,000 to $200 a month. Your essential monthly expenses, rent, food, transportation, utilities, come out to roughly $2,400. A solid starter emergency fund, 3 months of essentials, is $7,200. Here's the part almost nobody actually calculates. $7,200 divided by 12 months is $600 a month. On a $3,200 take-home income, that's about 19% of your paycheck, which sounds aggressive until you see where it actually comes from. If you're currently spending even close to your full income every month, this isn't about finding an extra $600 out of thin air. It's about restructuring where your existing dollars already go, which is a completely different problem than earn more or want it more. Now, compare that to Tasha's 4-year approach. No target, no monthly, that number just leftover cash whenever there happened to be some. She averaged roughly $29 a month. That's the entire difference between her outcome and the 12-month outcome. Not effort, not income, not luck. A number and a deadline. Now you might be thinking, okay, Weston, $600 a month sounds nice in theory, but I genuinely don't have that kind of room in my budget right now. Fair. And here's the honest answer. The 12-month timeline isn't a rigid law. It's a target you build backward from your real number. Mob, if $600 a month isn't realistic yet, the fix isn't abandoning the target. It's extending the timeline on purpose to 18 or 24 months with a real monthly number attached to that instead. An 18-month plan for the same $7,200 is $400 a month. A 24-month plan is $300 a month. All three are dramatically faster than Tasha's drifting undefined approach because all three have an actual finish line. Here's what most people don't realize about why save whatever's left fails so consistently. Without a specific target, your brain has nothing to measure progress against, so there's no sense of momentum and no sense of urgency either. It just feels like an open-ended chore that never quite finishes, because structurally it never does. Think of it like driving somewhere with no destination punched into your GPS. You're moving, you're using gas, you might even be going generally in the right direction, but there's no ETA, no sense of how close you are, and no clear moment where you arrive. So you can drive for years and never actually feel like you've gotten anywhere, even if you have. A target and a deadline are what turn generally saving money into an actual destination with an arrival date. So here's how you actually build your own 12-month version starting today. First, calculate your real essential monthly expenses, not your total. Spending just rent, utilities, food, transportation, insurance, and minimum debt payments. This is your baseline number. Second, multiply that number by 3 for a starter fund, or 6 for a fuller one to get your actual target, a real dollar figure, not a vague goal. The third, divide that target by however many months you're realistically giving yourself 12, 18, or 24 to get your exact required monthly contribution. Fourth, automate that exact number the same week your paycheck lands into an account separate from your everyday spending. So it happens, whether or not there's anything left over that month. So go back to Tasha one more time. 4 years, $1,400. Not because she didn't care, because she never gave herself a real number to aim at. The version of her that picks a target and a deadline gets to $7,200 in a fraction of the time on the same income with the same effort. Your emergency fund was never supposed to be a background task that runs for years. It's supposed to be a project, with a number and an end date. If this made you want to go, calculate your own number, drop a like, and tell me in the comments, what's your target? And how many months are you giving yourself? I read every single one. If you want to build your net worth the right way, click on this video. I'll see you in the next one.